if you love people watching and just seeing locals in action, come very early in the morning to Roseau, see people as they get started with their business. So this is Roseau. This is officially Roseau. I'm probably butchering that word. But yeah, it should be Roseau or Roseau, something like that. The capital of Dominica. It's very Caribbean city to me. I don't know if you can see it, but it looks very similar to the others. Architecture is of course a little different, but the feel is the same. So because there are cruise ships in town, as you can see, there are these places here that you can buy souvenirs like flags, fridge magnets, dresses with the colors of the Caribbean or Dominica. And there's another cruise ship in town, by the way, there too. So today there'll be many people around everywhere. But here is where you start if you're coming off of a cruise, on this side of the city. And right at the waterfront you can see the post office and the high court. Let's see if we can find tourist information center.
That's the only area you do a walk.
So Dominica weather is just crazy. Right now it's drizzling, so whenever the clouds pass, they pass with rain. Hello, I'm fine.
And where you from?
Kenya.
Tanya?
Kenya, Africa.
Africa. Oh,
Yeah.
come, give me a skin, man. Come, give me a skin, man. That's my sister, right here.
Yeah.
Anytime you come in.
This is possibly the most creative country name sign I have seen. Dominica. And of course there is also the craft market in there. So the museum, the visitor information and the craft market, they're in the same place. And the museum is quite cheap. They say it's $3, so you can go in. Okay. This was the old market. This style of street is always very fascinating, you know, like a wide street and sort of goes in diagonal, and it's very common actually in like Buenos Aires, Argentina, but in a very different way. The architecture obviously and the streets structure completely different, but kind of the same idea.
Yeah, both you put the two of them together for you.
What are these made of? Hey, morning.
Cassava.
Oh, fully cassava? Do you add anything to it?
Coconut sugar salt.
Where you come from, man?
Kenya.
Where you come from?
Kenya.
Oh, that's too far from me.
Yeah.
Kenya, people in England.
Yeah. So one of the things you can notice about Roseau is that they have a couple of like old buildings like this, but then this is refurbished into a very nice restaurant and bar on downstairs. Some of them have the same kind of feel, and what I was told is because they've got like stories, historical stories to them, and so they maintain them like that because it's like a tourist attraction in its own, but you're gonna see this all over the city. So each of these buildings that you see will have a really good story. Where do you have damaged buildings in the middle of the city?
Good observation.
Yeah, but I've noticed
Since it's
a few, yeah.
since the island depends so much on tourism, it's become part of the norm now to have these things to speak about, and the history seems so realistic, you know, of old French architecture that still lies around, like the gable roofs on the buildings and jalousie windows. Yeah, so it kind of contributes to the history and the storytelling.
Oh.
Yeah, as a guide, I can tell you.
Please, here is a public market and it's open mostly on Saturdays. It's the main day, so you can see a lot of stalls are open and you can buy everything. There's a food section, there is a fruit section, fruits and veggies of course, and there are clothes section as well. Yeah, main market. So if you're a fruits and veggies type of person, this is the best place for you to be. This is the Promenade, where they've got like shops so you can buy food. Most of them are closed right now. Maybe there's a day that they're open and you can sit just here and eat. And if you need to let go of some of them, there is a public restroom. And I know it's a weird thing to say on a video, but if you've traveled, then you know sometimes if you gotta go, you gotta go, right? You just need to pay $1.
Hi, hi.
Hey.
Can you have a photo of me, baby?
Sorry?
I would like you to have me in your collection. Can you give me a photo?
Alright.
Sure.
What do you want to say?
What you doing? Documentary doing or what?
Yeah, just my travels, yes.
Where you from?
Kenya.
Kenya.
Yeah.
You love Dominica?
Yeah, it's amazing.
Okay, we are the most loving people in Dominica.
Alright.
We are the most loving people, but we just get bad sometimes. Especially by our ladies, we don't mess with them.
Oh, good. Thank you.
Okay, see you.
Alright.
Hope I see me on YouTube, right?
Yes.
Alright.
Alright. And of course, because this is Dominica, it's right by the river. Look at that. I feel like everywhere you look here, there is a river. Wonders. It's a garrison, right? Where is the garrison? Is there like a fort or anything? When there is a cruise ship in town, the place gets really crazy busy. But when there are two cruise ships in town, it gets even worse. As you can see, it's super crowded. So if you're not into crowds, then come here on a non-cruise day, I think.
Silver, the big one.
Ah, I see what you mean now. It's a little bit intimidating.
Straight, huh?
Mm.
That's why you go on this road. The lights right now. Up, forward and forward.
The national tree. Oh, I don't wanna get guacape.
This is endemic, found only in Dominica. I think it.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.